Hello there, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Maijina Abraham, and in this session, we're going to be learning about something good. Yeah, made a promise on my Twitter page a few months ago that I'll be doing a session this February, and here is it. I'm keeping my promise. Well, in this session, we'll be learning how I made 150 million naira in 11 months selling one digital product. Yes, you heard that right, 150 million naira in 11 months selling one digital product. Well, you're free to believe me or not. You're free to believe me or not because this video isn't for everybody. This video isn't for everybody. So before we get started, I would like to ask you, if you're not in this category and you feel you don't need this video, it'd be good for you to just subscribe to the channel, close the video. Maybe in the future when I do more videos, you might find the one that actually fits you. But if you're an individual who wants to turn your knowledge into cash, or you're an individual struggling with sales after turning knowledge to cash, if you're a course creator, or you're an affiliate marketer, or anyone who is enthusiastic about making money online, well, you're in the right place. Welcome to my channel once again. Also, since you're here, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking the icon of subscribe below, and also turn on your notification bell to get more valuable videos like this. And you can follow me across social media channels for my short content, my tweets, and so on and so forth. Now, without wasting much time, let's get started. Now, why should you trust me? Why should I trust you? Why should you believe that this guy here in some distant place who you can't see right now has made 150 million naira in 11 months selling one digital product? Well, not to brag and not to make a lot of noise, let's go to some things I can actually show you. So these are different marketplaces where I list my course. Here we have Expatnia. It's a big digital marketplace in Nigeria. Here we have Seller. Here we have Digistem. Okay, I won't log in yet. Here we have StakeCut. They're having issues. Here we have Thinkspire. This is a new platform I recently listed my products on. And we have my PageStack account, which I actually started from while I was starting to sell my products online. So you can see on my Expatnia dashboard, I have made over 15,000 orders. You can see it here. And it has brought me about 115 million naira. Now, this is not you talking about and I'm going to do money for ads and so on. No, this is pure profit. This is pure profit. 115 million naira. On my seller dashboard, you can see it has brought me following. You can see them here in different currencies. You can choose to pause the video and calculate them yourself. You can see them. Now, if you want me to refresh the pages so that you won't say this fake, okay, I'm going to reload the page. So the page is reloading. Why is it reloading? Let me reload that of Expatnia 2. Loading the page. So sellers loaded. You can see the figures didn't change. They are still the same. Expatnia 2 has been reloaded. You can see. So this is not fake. This is one for Digistem. I have to log in first. Now, StakeCut is having issues logging in. I've made over $13,000 on StakeCut. $13,000. Now here's Fixpatnia. I've made around 42,000 naira on Fixpatnia. My PageStack dashboard has over 2 million naira generated before the account was disabled for business because I couldn't complete the registration process of getting a CAC to increase my ability to make more money using the service. So I just switched to using platforms to sell my product. Now, without wasting much time, I believe I'm able to get your trust. It's all these little things. I believe I'm able to get your trust. And if you still don't trust me, well, you have really big trust issues. So Digistem has loaded. You can see my total sale here, 8,930. For my total my income from that is $5,270. You can see it here for Digistem. So with that said, I'm sure you can believe now that I'm actually who I say I am. I have made 150 million naira in 11 months selling one digital product. Let's get started. So in this session, I'll be talking about these things. I believe in making things simple, and that's how I want this video to go. So first, I'm telling you about my short story of how I moved from a million naira to 150 million naira in 11 months. I'll be telling you about idea generation, turning knowledge into cash pre-creation, turning knowledge into cash creation, and turning knowledge into cash post-creation. Don't have to struggle about this. I'm going to break them down as we proceed. Now, upgrading, regrettable or not, going to talk about that. Now, customer view, affiliates, the best way to run it, and the mistakes you don't have to make. So stay with me to the end of this session, and I promise you are not going to regret it. We're getting started with my story. Yeah, well, my full name is Abraham Aijina Oshokunofa. I'll leave the last name. Many people find it hard to actually pronounce the name, so I don't use it a lot. Well, I'm a simple person. I'm a student currently in my final year studying industrial chemistry. Well, I was like every Nigerian or every human being out there looking for a way to survive in this harsh country, looking for means to make money. I started working where they sell chemicals in 2017 after I graduated from secondary school. And I was learning how to sell chemicals, agrochemicals, and it was a taxing job. I go to work by 9 in the morning and come back sometimes 6 in the evening, 7, 8, or 9 in the evening. So, and it's a heavy taxing job because you raise cartons of chemicals and so on. I started looking for ways to make money and I started seeing things online. Well, I tried many and I failed. I tried Ponzi schemes like Wazobia and I failed. I tried playing bets. I tried Ninja Bet. I failed. I tried crypto. Back then, I didn't have good knowledge on crypto. I thought it was just buying Bitcoin and keeping and waiting for it to swell up. And I kept on crying day after day because every time I tried, I failed. Then, luckily for me, one day I was on Facebook and I saw a post by Jackto Precious about affiliate marketing, and it piqued my interest. I followed up, got to his DM, we chatted, and he helped me to start. Well, starting wasn't easy because I needed to get a course on affiliate marketing. Well, I didn't know what affiliate marketing is then, so actually the course actually worth it. I had to get a course. Well, if you are somebody that knows what affiliate marketing is, it's no problem. You don't have to get a course. So in this video, I'm not selling to you anything. I bought that course. To buy that course, I struggled. I had to borrow money from a friend and another colleague at work, promising to pay them back in 3 weeks. Well, I failed to pay them back in 3 weeks because I struggled for 2 months as an athlete without a sale. I was emaciating. I started getting dark, and a friend in school even asked me, "But what's up? You're getting lean. You're getting black." I told him I'm not eating meat. I had to just lie. But gradually after 2 months, I began to make sales. Little. I started making sales. Then in October 2021, if I'm not mistaken, I got to know about Amazon KDP. Yeah, Amazon KDP, and that business piqued my interest because I was an athlete and I could sell the course to people who want to get started and get a part of the money as commission. So that's what I started selling the course to people. But it piqued my interest that I wanted to do business too. So I started looking for ways to do business. I raised money, get the course, and started learning the course. Now, when I was learning the course, I started making some little results, some little dollars, $3 a day, $5 a day, $7 a day, and it built my confidence to promote the product the more. And with that, months got by. People started learning Amazon KDP through me. Started selling the course to them. Then it got to I think 2022 around February, and I just returned from school for one semester break. And when I came back home, I had a group of students actually. I had a group of students that bought Amazon KDP courses through me. So they answered their questions and helped them in case they get stuck. And I found out that many people wanted to sell Amazon KDP course too. They do not have laptops because back then Amazon KDP was majorly for laptops, for those who have laptops. And these people don't have laptops to buy the course, and those that won't buy the course, some of them will tell you they don't have laptop. I had a student that was going to cyber cafes to publish book, and that was very taxing. You have to pay money for cyber cafe time and all those things. So I had this burden in my heart to help them, help those who are my students to publish with their phones, and help those who want to get started to publish with their phones. Well, they didn't just start as if I knew what to do. It was just a lucky day. I had a mail from Amazon and I had to do something. So I just rushed to do it with my phone and it worked. I was like, why don't I think of how to make this whole process in my phone? So, and that's, we're talking about it in the next sessions. So after that, I created my course in April 2022, 1st of April 2022. And as you all know, the journey kept going. There were times I failed, I fell, had problems. I came back, and today we are here, we are where we are, and I'm here telling you of how I made this 150 million in 11 months. And I hope you stay till the end. Okay, proceeding in this session, talking about idea generation. Now, this is one of the most crucial parts of the business. Many people fail here and they think they are going to make a lot of money. Well, that's a lie. Your idea generation is the crucial part of the business, a very, very crucial part. Now, number one, you start by the novelty of your idea. The novelty of your idea. How new is your idea? Is it the first of its kind? If you are creating a digital product to teach somebody something, how new is your idea? Is it the first of its kind? Is it the first, or is it a modification of a previous idea? All these things matter. All these things matter. If it's the first of its kind, if it's a modification of a previous idea, you need to consider that. And if it's a modification, you have to look for the loopholes in the mainstream. Now, my own was not a novel idea. Mine, Amazon KDP for smartphone. In case you don't know, that was the product. Amazon KDP for smartphone. You can search it online and you'll see it. Now, it was not a new product in the sense that Amazon KDP has existed in Nigeria before I launched my product, but I found a loophole, and it was that loophole that helped me. It was that loophole that helped me because I found out that most people use their systems and nobody can use it. People actually that use their phones, but it was not popular. It was very, very scanty. And I said, okay, why don't I create something that can help somebody publish his phone, do the same thing on his phone, and help people? So when I found that loophole, that was where I capitalized on. So you might be a web designer and you just keep creating courses on web design for people to come and learn web design. It's good, but if you check the truth, there are many web design courses out there. Many web design courses out there. So you need to make your unique selling point. You need to look for that loophole in the mainstream and fetch from that loophole to serve your audience. For instance, if I was a web designer today and I wanted to create a web design course, this is the angle I will come through. I will get a freelancer to teach me how to get gigs on Upwork or Fiverr. And if I successfully learn to do that, let's say I use 3 months to do that business, and when I get a lot of gig on Fiverr and I've made, let's say, $1,000, $2,000 on Fiverr, Upwork, then I'll create my web design course on the angle of helping those who learn web design get gigs on Fiverr. Now that is very, very sensible. It's very profitable because it's a loophole. Most people teach web design, but only if you teach how to monetize web design. So with this, you are able to get a lot of people to pay attention to you, which is the third thing in idea generation. After generating your idea, get attention of people with your idea. You need to bring your idea outside, even though you have not created the product. Yes. Remember the first time I learned I could try something on my phone, I went to my WhatsApp status straight and I posted it. I went to my group, then I posted it. Because you need people. You need people to actually be, let's say, a backbone. You need people, because if people are not interested in what you want to bring out, there is no need stressing yourself. That's the truth. You might do a product and when you want to start selling, nobody will buy because nobody wanted it in the first place. So you get attention of people with your idea. Get attention of people. How do you get attention of people? You can start slowly. Your WhatsApp, your Facebook, Instagram. Just share your idea. Just share your idea and get response from people. It encourages you subconsciously. It encourages you to want to do this thing because of people you have committed into your idea. So get the attention of people. And next, we're moving into the turning knowledge to cash, the pre-creation. Now, what does this part cover? Now, turning your knowledge to cash, I classified into three process: the pre-creation of the product, which will be the thing you are selling, the creation of the product, and the post-creation of the product. Now, if you get these three stages right, you have covered a lot in turning your knowledge into cash. And now in this turning knowledge to cash, I listed out some things here that you need to follow, or you have to follow, or will I say I followed and has helped me to get to where I am today. Now, outline the steps to acquire the knowledge you want to sell. It may be mainstream knowledge or a new novel knowledge, but outline the steps clearly. Is it that you are going to turn on your laptop, go to Microsoft Word, blah blah blah, or Open your browser, search for this, search for that. Outline the steps to acquire the knowledge. Outline the steps. Outline all the steps you know. All the steps you know. Don't hide any step. Outline all of them. Then number two, simplicity and effectiveness. Simplify your steps to the most effective ways that can help your user or your student. Now, what do I mean? For instance, I made a course on smartphone. I had to simplify the course because I was converting what could be done on your laptop to your phone. I had to make it simple, I had to make it effective in the sense that it can actually work on your phone. It can actually work on your phone. That's effectiveness. And then simplicity, make it to be phone able. Allow me to use that word, phone dash able. Now, what do I mean? Your phone should be able to do all the process. For Amazon KDP now, you need a Microsoft Word on your PC to write your books. For your phone, what app will I use on my phone? If I'm not able to use Microsoft Word completely, what other app can I use now? Things like this helps you to get variations of different things that can help you stand out from your will I say mainstream idea, or help you bring your novel idea to a better standing. Number three, choose the mode of passing this knowledge. Choose the mode of passing this knowledge. Are you going to be recording videos? Are you going to do group sessions? Maybe you create a Telegram group and teach people there, or a WhatsApp group. Are you going to do your teachings live? Maybe you just get people that are interested and they pay you. You teach them live. You can do live classes 3 times a week on YouTube or Zoom or wherever you want. Are you creating digital courses that can be different types? Can be video courses, audio courses, and so on and so forth. So you have to choose the mode, and when choosing the mode, choose the effective mode, the mode that will serve you best. If your knowledge can be shared without recording videos, don't waste your time recording videos. Just write a book or create a live class. Because one thing about videos is they consume time, and if your knowledge can't actually satisfy the video you're creating, there is no need. Don't just waste your time. Just create what your audience will appreciate in passing that knowledge. Then number four, we have create a wait list. Create a wait list. Now, this is very, very important. Very, very important. There is no aim selling to who is not interested. If you remember in our previous slide, we said get attention of people with your idea. Get attention of people. And once you have gotten their attention, before you start creating your product, create a wait list. What's a wait list? A wait list is a group of interested persons that are ready to wait until you launch your product. That's my definition. Now, you create a wait list. It can be a WhatsApp group. People just join the WhatsApp group to wait, or it can be an email list. It can be a Facebook group. It can be Telegram group. Just create a wait list. Now, if I'm advising you as a starter, you cannot just leave email marketing, leave email lists for a start, because you use money to actually set up a good email list, email servicing platform. So I'll advise you can use things like WhatsApp, Telegram, and so on. Now create a wait list where people who are interested. I know on your Facebook you might say you're working on this knowledge to teach people, and everybody will be like, I'm interested. Now create a wait list. Okay, if you're interested, you can fill this Google form. When you fill this Google form, it will take you to the WhatsApp group. There I'll be conversing with people that are interested and getting feedbacks from them. Now when you create a wait list, people that are in the wait list will know that, okay, I'm waiting for this thing, and they'll be encouraged to wait because they see other people like them that want to wait for this knowledge. I remember when I was an affiliate, I had different groups on WhatsApp where I teach people on how to start Amazon KDP, and if they get interested, then I recommend courses to them that I sell that time. Not my course, different courses that I sell, and if they buy, then I add them to my mentorship group or community. So along the line, most people couldn't acquire laptops. The money for the courses then that were for laptops, I think one was 30k, one was 40k. Some people found it too expensive. So these people, now I created a wait list for my own course and told these people in this group that, okay, I'm bringing a new solution of where you can use your phone and it's affordable. If you are ready, you can actually join the group clicking this link. And many people joined. I had over 100 and something people join the group. All were in wait list for my product, and now that's helped me because I was encouraged to continue working. I was encouraged to, okay, people are waiting for this thing you want to do. People are waiting for this thing you want to do. So you don't have to mess up. You don't have to mess this up. There were times I had roadblocks. I got obstructed. I had to pick up myself and look for a way to overcome that roadblock because people we are waiting for me. People, you are waiting for me to bring out this thing I said I want to bring out. Now, after creating a wait list, ask questions and use answers as feedback. Now, you can come to your wait list and ask questions. What do they want? How do they want it? What is the problem they have faced in using other products? What are the things they hope to achieve when using this product? Now, these questions are going to help you because when making your own product, you use their feedbacks as a guide because you are not the only person that has that knowledge. But the way you can beat everybody that has that knowledge is when you come out in a way that satisfies the audience that wants that knowledge the most. So you have to ask questions and use their answers as feedback. I remember back then I used to come to the group and I'll ask questions. A lot of people will talk that they wish the course to be affordable, they wish the course to be simple to follow, they wish the course to be effective when they apply the knowledge. And I consider all these things. I go back to my drawing board and I continue working. Then finally, in turning knowledge to cash, pre-creation, study the competition. This happens when you are not the mainstream, when you are not, you are not the novel idea. If you are not the first person to bring that idea, if you are actually getting ideas from other mainstream source and you are bringing a unique point, you have to study the competition. Look around, people who are in that same business, who are in that same circle of sharing the same knowledge. What are they doing? Now look at what they are doing that makes them succeed. Look at what they are doing that makes them fail, and learn from their failures. Learn from their failures. Their failures is what you even need more, not even their success. You need their failures more because their failures tell you where you can actually beat them. That's the truth. Their failures tell you where you can actually beat them. For instance, back then when iPhone and other Android phones are competing, before Samsung started bringing better cameras for us. Though Samsung has had good cameras for a long time, but let's say back then when iPhone cameras were like the hallmark of camera trade. Now, when audience using Android phones, when they see the cameras are poor and they use iPhones and say the iPhones cameras are good, they begin to switch to iPhones. Now that's the thing. Now Samsung came and started bringing out good cameras. Not that they came. Please, I cannot be sure of the timeline, but Samsung started bringing out better cameras, and many people that wanted to use Androids but loved good cameras didn't have to go to iPhone. They had to stay and use Samsung because they had the good cameras they want and they had the features of Android they also need. So studying your competition helps you find these weak points, these loopholes you can attack, those angles you can come through that nobody is going to see. For instance, like the example I gave in the beginning of this video, where I said if I was a web designer and I want to create a product. Now every web designer out there wants to create a product that teaches people how to create websites. Now everybody focusing on how to design their websites, how to teach their courses. But now I'm coming in the sense that I want to teach you web design and how to make money from web design, which is actually a big problem because many people have this skill of web design, but they can't make money through it except they create courses. We are coming here to teach people that okay, I will teach you how to get gigs on Fiverr, how to get gigs on Upwork, and with these gigs you can make money with your web design skill. Who wouldn't buy that idea? You'll be like, wow, I love this. Not only am I learning web design, I'm also learning how to become a freelancer with my web design skills. So studying your competition helps you do better than them, especially if you learn from their failures. Yeah, now turning knowledge to cash, creation, and this is where you create your product, the creation of your product. Now, first, set launch date. Set launch date. This is very, very important because you might think you create a product. If you don't time yourself, you see yourself lagging until the whole attention you have gotten will wash away, or someone else will steal your idea, create the product, and bring it into existence before you do. And before you know, you are shouting for a cause that's already dead. So set a launch date. Tell people that this is when I'm launching this product. Even if you haven't started creating that product, just set a launch date. Even if you haven't started creating this product, just set a launch date. For me, I set my launch date as April 1st, 2022. Actually, by March, I haven't started creating that product. But I set my launch date as April 2022. Now, that helped me because there were times I was lazy. I was just lying down to record the video, was tiring. But when I set the date I set, I didn't play. I didn't joke. I had to stand up and do work. And something happened that time. So there was this man that also he creates course on KDP, but he was having the laptop version. So over time, he announced on his Twitter channel that he'll be making a smartphone version for his course. When I heard that thing, oh more, hey, fire lit up under my head. Now, why did I feel tensed? I knew that he had this credibility, that he was good in this business. So if he creates a smartphone version, I'm definitely sure that I'm going to face problems in selling my own course, because he has the credibility already that he's a good course creator and he can deliver. So I had to stand up and rush. Though he launched before me, even though he launched before me, I still was able to claim back the market for the smartphone version. I was still able to claim back the market. So setting a launch date helps you to work with specific time frames, and it also helps your users, your audience, to save. Since you know you'll be selling the course, and you told them you'll be selling the course, they begin to save. They begin to prepare. Everybody's waiting for that day. So setting a launch date helps you a lot. The next is choose a suitable layout. Choose a suitable layout. Now, are you going to be using desktop? Is your course going to be on laptop? Your videos should be landscape mode. Is your course going to be on smartphones? Your videos should be portrait mode. Don't record your videos that will be for phone in landscape mode, because it's going to be very, very frustrating. That's the truth. It's going to be frustrating for your user. So you have to look at the layout of which device will be suitable for your course and which device your users will use. If your users will use laptop in watching your course, but your course is to be applied on phone, that's no problem. Make your course to fit the layout that will be applied on. If you're creating a course for smartphones, you should use your smartphone in recording every knowledge you want to pass to your students. If your course is about using a laptop, your video should be in the laptop size, laptop layout. It helps your user relate to the course very, very well. Then number 3, if you are using a course or you are recording a video, you can get a screen recorder and slide creator. Now, screen recorders for phones, we have X recorder, we have Do Recorder. Do Recorder, you can find it on Play Store. Just search it on Google, you can see it on APK Store, and then you download it there. We have Bandicam for PC. We have ShareX, that's free. ShareX on PC. I didn't write it here, but that's the one I use. ShareX. We have OBS. We have Camtasia and many, many tools that can record your screens. Then you have your Canva for creating your slides. This slide you can see was created using Canva. You can create your slide on Canva and even present it using Canva. You can create your slide with PowerPoint, whether phone or PC. You can do all of this. So get a slide creator and a screen recorder. Also, I didn't add it here, but you also need a source to record your sound. If you're using your phone directly to record your sound, or your PC, you have to make sure you are in a very quiet place. A very, very quiet place, because these things, not all phones do. What for instance, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, the mic is good and it can actually help you amplify your voice, clean your voice, remove noise. But some other phones are so clear that if you record anything, even though it's noise, it will enter the camera, the recording. So if you don't have enough gadgets, don't kill yourself. Get a very quiet place, record your video and use. Now that brings us to the 4th step. Record your videos in high quality and your audios too in high quality. Make sure they are clear. There are not many times I've been frustrated, even at home, recording a video and noise just walks in. I get frustrated. There's a day I nearly cried. My mom had to apologize, not because I was just being too much of a jerk. She actually knew that I was working and this noise was affecting me. I didn't have a mic set up that time. I can actually read out all the noise. And in case you don't know, when I was recording my course, the first time I recorded my course, we were living in a 2-room apartment, just 2 rooms, and we were 7. So that shows you a lot of work. The days I had to stand up from the house, trek to my church with my bag. In my bag, you see my phone, my power bank, and I'll go to church. I'll go and look for a place in church and I'll record the video there in church and come back home, because I was looking for quietness. So record your videos and audios in high quality. Then when you are creating your product, interact with your wait list. Keep on interacting with them when you are creating your product, because there are some things that you don't want to create already and then they come and tell you we want this, we want that. It's going to frustrate you because you've actually gone far. So you have to keep on interacting with them. It helps you to adjust where you need to adjust and do stuff like that. So keep on interacting with your wait list. Keep on getting feedback from them. Then finally, when you're creating your product, create chain awareness. This is very, very important. You're wondering, what is chain awareness? Chain awareness is something like tell John to tell Peter, to tell Sam that this thing is happening. So create chain awareness. Tell the people that in your wait list to tell other people that would like to be in the wait list to join the wait list. Give them the link, give them the flyer. You can even give them rewards. Something like if you refer 100 people to my wait list, I'm going to give you my course for free. And you set up a referral system. This is not money based, they don't have to pay money. Referral system where whoever refers somebody, you will know that okay, this person refers this person, and you can keep track. When it gets to 100, you can reward the person with a free with your course for free. Now, what this helps you is you can never lose, because not everybody will get to 100 students, 100 referrals, and that means whatever they have brought, you can keep that as your wait list. And even if they don't want to use this method, you can also do something like sharing out free ebooks, free videos, whatever you have that is valuable, you can give it to them for free to help you refer people to your wait list. I remember back then, mine was I actually there was this site, forgotten the name, where you can get PLR content. It's PLR, I've forgotten the name actually. Free PLR content. Now PLR content are content that don't have copyrights. You can sell them, you can resell them, but they are valuable. So I got a valuable content there that can help you on how to create your own product. So that's what I gave to everybody that help me share my link on their status, share it to their friends. I just give it to you for free. No, not everybody use the stuff, but humans like free things. So that's what can help you. So create chain awareness. That can turn your list of 100 to 200 or 500. Now imagine this thing. If you have a wait list of 10 people, and these 10 people have 10 friends that they bring, that's already turns your list to how many, if you calculate it, around 1010. Sorry, 110. And now if this 110 goes out to bring 10 people, your list already at 1000. So that's how you can easily amplify your list, by creating chain awareness. So while creating your product, create chain awareness. We are almost coming to the end of this presentation, so please stay till the end. Now the final step of the creation, which is the post creation, turning knowledge to cash. Post creation. Now, number one, be your first seller and even buyer. Yes, I know how many times I bought my own course. Now, it's not to fake results, it's not to fake the buying consciousness that people are buying your course. No, it's for you to test and see how the buying process is, how easy it is, how simplified it is, and if you can make it better. So I normally buy my courses using different email address to know how my buyers walk through the buying process, from my landing page to my purchase page, and how they access the product. I do all of this myself to see how the buyers actually go, because it gives you the feeling and you know that okay, this is okay, no, this is not good, this should be removed, and so on and so forth. So be your first buyer and even your first seller. Many people make this mistake, and I'll talk about that as we proceed, of wanting to use affiliates maybe they launch their product. They just create a product and bam, they have listed it on an affiliate platform and want affiliates to start selling it, creating challenges and so on and so forth. Well, that's not bad, but it's poor. It's very, very poor. Nobody wants to sell what he doesn't know, especially affiliates. Affiliates don't want to sell what they don't know. So be your first seller. And if you follow the previous advice I gave of creating a wait list and using the wait list to do chain awareness, you are definitely going to make sales on your day of launch. I won't forget, the day I launched my product, I made more than 5 sales. I launched it by 12 a.m. At night. When I woke up, I already had 5 sales, and I knew how many sales I went on to make. In my first month, I made about 800,000 naira. In my first month, 800,000 naira. So one thing is, be your first seller. There are affiliates out there ready to sell products, yes, but be your first seller. Be your first seller. Well, that's tricky, because when we proceed, I'm going to tell you when you can stop selling. I'm going to tell you that. And number 2, make noise. Yes, make noise. As your first seller, make noise on social media. Is it by running ads? Is it by free, whatever method you want to use? Is it by using your friends to help you post? Make noise for this knowledge you are sharing. If you go to Google Trends, for instance, and you search AmazonKDP.com, you are going to see the spikes. It started spiking around May, June of 2022. That phrase, Amazon KDP for smartphone, I made a lot of noise. So make noise. The more noise you make, the more people get used to the name of your product. The more people get used to the name of your product, and that can help you sell faster. Number 3, build your testimony. Yes, as you sell to people, keep track. Encourage your students to apply your knowledge. When they get results, collect their results, keep them somewhere, watermark them. You can write your name or your logo, anything, but keep testimony, because without testimony, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. That's just the truth. So keep testimonies, build your social evidence, so that when somebody comes and say, why should I buy your product? You want to answer telling the person because you want to learn this one. You can tell them because I've helped 100 people learn this skill and they are profitable. I've helped 1,000 people learn this skill and they're profitable. I can say for myself that my results actually helped me a lot, because I had students that were making money from Amazon KDP, and that helped me a lot. Coupled with the fact that it can be done using just your smartphone, so that helped me a lot. And then finally, on the post creation, affiliates. Affiliates. I talk extensively on this in the next slide, but for this case, you need to now look for affiliates. You can't reach everybody in this world, but with affiliates, you can get further. You can get to more people, more audience. So you have to look for a way to engage affiliates into selling your product. You have to look for a way to engage affiliates into selling your product. And that brings me to something before I talk about affiliates. Now, upgrading, regrettable or not. Now, if you don't understand what this means, there was a time I upgraded my course and I had problems. It cost me a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of insult, a lot of dragging online, but I bounced back. But was it regrettable? Nah, I never regretted it. I never regretted updating my course. And in fact, as I'm speaking with you right now, I'm already creating the version 3 of my course, creating the course to upgrade it and update it. So, why do you upgrade your courses? Number one, security. Now, back then when I created my course, I just kept it on the website or the videos, and if you pay, you have access to the link. Now, anybody could sell that link, anybody could share that link, and I had fraudsters that came and they will take this link, sell the link for maybe lesser amount, and keep the money and stuff like that. So, number one, it was not giving my product value, because everyone could get it for cheaper price than I was selling, and also it made people that already bought it at the original price feel cheated. Because when somebody that bought something for 15k sees somebody else using that same thing for 5k, exactly, he gets annoyed. He doesn't feel happy. So to give a product value, you have to make it secured. I'm sure the security was one of the things I hammered on, and it brought me insult, it brought me different things. But at the end, if you check out the most course creators launch their products with secured platforms, and I think I can't say I started it, but I gave it a very, very high awareness that your product should be secured. Product should be secured to an extent, because there will be no value if it's just out there. If you say and you don't care, because digital products actually you don't lose. Even though people are selling it for free, you won't lose because you have created it once. But value is of essence. Your buyers that bought it originally should feel value when using your product. So you have to secure your product. Then number two, why should you upgrade your product if there is need? Knowledge gap. The online world is gradually changing. Even though your knowledge is how to make soap offline, or how to sew clothes, or how to bake cake, the knowledge increases. So if you leave your product, over time it gets outdated and people feel not comfortable or not happy buying that product because they find it very, very outdated. So you have to bridge the knowledge gap, make it lesser. So that's why I upgrade my course most times. Whenever I see something new or something that has changed in the process for my course, I try my best to incorporate it into my course to help my students achieve their results. Moving further in this presentation, the customer view. Now, customers are everything. If your customer doesn't enjoy your product, forget about selling the product. Just stop selling it and go and rest. Because there is no good thing, there is no bad thing as buying a product and not feeling happy about it. Not because of results, not just about results. No, it's not about whether that person made money, but about how the person feels when using the product. If it doesn't satisfy that person, honestly, you're not doing a great job. So from the customer view, try your best to make your product affordable, but not necessarily stupidly on cheap. Should not be stupidly cheap. When I mean stupidly cheap, One thing about value is most times humans judge value by the amount of cash attached to it. If you come and you see Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra 800,000 and you see Samsung Galaxy A52 120,000, you will feel like kai, one of 800k has more value, it will be better than one of 120k, which is true. But there are some cases where you can see things that are actually costlier, but they are the ones that are less valuable. But it's very rare. So even though you're making a product affordable, you shouldn't make it stupidly cheap because it's going to create a lot of bad. People feel like if this thing actually works, you're only selling it for 1k. You understand that? Now I know there are situations where you can sell things. Now you are the one that created the product. You know the things you put inside. You know how valuable informations are. So choose the best price that fits. Make it affordable, yet not stupidly cheap. Number two, satisfaction. Satisfaction. You need to try your best that your product, whatever you are teaching, find a way to make sure that people get desired results. That's people that work. Now, normally you can't control results, and this is something that I should always tell people before getting your product. You can't control the results your students get, no matter how you try. Everybody will not win. Everybody will win. It's not up to you. Your work is to make sure that you give the clearest way, the best way that they can all be winners, and it's left to them and some other factors like God, luck that they can. But if you think everybody can win by just lazing around, you waste your time. So look for it to satisfy your audience that use your product, especially the serious and committed ones. Normally, I use myself for instance, and I say, if somebody is committed to my product and uses it, how should he earn? And that's what I work with. I don't work with the lazy people because lazy people don't actually help you. If you're trying to help a lazy person, you get frustrated because you see yourself doing things that will not amount to anything. So you have to make sure you're satisfying those who are committed to the business. That's where you have to do more research, more learning to teach them because you have to do more learning, and I'll talk about that as we proceed. Number three, user interface and experience, UI UX. How is your course interface like? When I launched my product, I said it before, it was just a single page with videos. I designed it myself. There were videos there, and that was where I stopped. Now it was not that bad, but it was just too clumsy. I remember somebody bought my product, and when he opened the first thing he was like, these videos are plenty, because he just saw videos arranged. But the videos are too much. Now I won't call him lazy, but it actually affects the heart to know that there is a lot of work to be done. Humans are naturally lazy, even though we are still naturally hardworking. That's a paradox. We are lazy and we are hardworking. So you have to make your interface and experience to be friendly to the user. I know how many times, even my students can attest to that, I've changed my course outlook. Not because I like flashy things, but because I want the user to enjoy using the product. Navigation should be simple, and so on and so forth. Number four, discounts. Yes, there are times that after launching your product, you want to do discounts. Discounts help to increase sales. Yes, it helps to increase sales a lot. But discounts can also make you look stupid. When for everything that happens, you do a discount. If you wake up, thank God for waking up, you do a discount. Tomorrow is your birthday, you do a discount. Tomorrow is Christmas, you do a discount. Next week is New Year, you do a discount. Easter Day, you do a discount. And everything that just happens in your life, before you know it, you are doing a discount. That is very bad. Discounts are good, but don't make them be your only way of selling. If not, you will just feel like this one, every time discount, every time discount, every time discount. So you have to look for a way to make sure that your product sells with discounts and your discounts do not remove the value from your product. So discounts are good, but don't make it look stupid. And if you're using affiliates, you have to be careful about how you give discounts, because even though your discounts affect the affiliate, for instance, let's say your product is 20,000 naira. So if an affiliate sells it and you agree to give the affiliate 50%, the affiliate takes 10,000 naira. Now if you come and make a discount of 10,000 naira, that means the affiliate is going to get 5,000 naira. And you can imagine affiliates working tooth and nail to just get 5,000 naira. They will go for somebody that has the same product with a better offer, and they will sell that person's product, except your product is that good. So in as much as you do discounts, you have to consider the buyers, consider the affiliates too. And finally, on the customer view, separate students from athletes. Very, very important. Very important. Now, if I say this, it might look contradictory. You might think it's a lie. You might think it doesn't make sense. But most times, I've seen course creators do this. We call it a mistake. Well, it's not a mistake, but they do this habit of making their students athletes immediately. Like if you just buy their product, you become an athlete. You can start promoting their product. Now that's good for the user, for the I'm sorry, for the creator. That is you. It's good because you don't care. Students register for your course and immediately they become athletes. They go to get other people to buy your course and they are selling their course. They are getting money. You two are getting money, so you don't care. Now that's, to me, I feel it's poor dissemination of knowledge. If you remember, the aim of your course was to pass knowledge to people. So separate your students from athletes. I know many times, and people can attest to that. My students meet me that, sir, I want to become an athlete for your course, and I tell them no. That was when I was able to control it. When I was able to control who was my athlete. When I was able to control who was my athlete, I tell them no. You are here to learn how to do this thing. Focus on your course. Learn how to do Amazon KDP. You can also make money from Amazon KDP. And many of them came and I tell them the same reasons. Now, it's not because I don't want to sell. I know that allowing them to become athletes, they can sell my course, and when they sell my course, I'm going to get a part of the money. They'll get a part of the money, which is good for both parties. But I also want them to not forget why they came. Because if not, you're going to build a referral system whereby people only get money from your course by selling your course, which in the monetary aspect is good, but when it comes to impact, you're actually lacking. You are failing to do what you wanted to do in the first place, and it's actually the most value from your product over time. So make sure your students are your students and your athletes are your athletes. Of course, they're going to have intermediates. The people that are students and athletes, you can't stop that, but try your best to separate your students from your athletes. Try your best. Make a clean cut between your students and your athletes. Your students should be there to learn. Your athletes should be there to promote your product. Athletes can actually buy your course and become students. Students can actually go to register on affiliate platforms and become your athlete. It is not bad, but make sure you separate your students from athletes. Proceeding to one of the key marks of these athletes, the best way to run it. Now, everybody wants to use athletes in selling his product, but only a few people actually succeed in doing that. And these are the things I knew I did and helped me. Number one, remember, be your first seller. If your product is not selling, athletes will find it discouraging to sell that product. That's just the truth. But if your product is selling, athletes will feel committed to sell that product because they feel like this is something selling, let's hop on the train. So be your first seller. That's the best way to start attracting athletes. Be your first seller. Number two, choose your athletes from the start if possible. Now, why I said if possible, there are platforms that allow you list your products and choose who will become athletes for you. You add athletes, for instance, seller.co. On Seller, you can add athletes or they go and register on the marketplace. Now, if back then when I was listing my product, Seller didn't have marketplace, so it was just you adding athletes. Now, then I chose who was my athlete. I didn't allow anybody to become an athlete. Now, you might feel this kind of pride or boasting stuff. No, it was to keep the value. One thing you have to always know about your product is if it's valuable to keep on selling. The day it loses value, it stops selling. Now, just to keep the value. There are some people that came to me that wanted to become an athlete for my course, but when I see their motivation and their lifestyle or what they believe about marketing, I tell them no, because people like that can actually cheat. They can lie. They can use dishonest means to sell your product. Now, selling your product gives you the money. That's good, but your buyers then come and begin to cry that they were lied to. This was not what they told them. This stuff like that. It actually affects your credibility. Because some people want to label bad, dishonest marketers, they're going to label you too, that is the course creator, as part of them. So choose your athlete from the start if possible, and that can help you even when you go forward. People know that this guy, I want selling product, I don't need to lie. If I lie, he will cast me. So choose your athletes from the start. Number three, create athlete support group. Well, back then when I was an athlete, there were no many support groups. There were only student groups. But when I came, I said, okay, I need to create a way to help my athletes. So I created athlete support group where athletes can actually come, and if they have issues, maybe they are students, maybe the people that bought the product through them are complaining of not accessing it, they can come and complain there. The athletes can complain there, and then me, the course creator, or my admins work on helping the buyer access the product. But over time, the groups got abused because I remember when I started, I was even teaching athletes on how to sell. I was doing marketing classes for them, but over time, the group got abused. Many people joined the group, some people without knowledge, some people with bad character, some with dishonest marketing approach, and the whole thing got frustrating. So I had to just keep them on Telegram and come there to answer questions and leave when there is no question. But create an affiliate support group. Number 4, enlighten your affiliate about your product. This is very, very crucial. Remember when I launched my product, it was only for Android phones. Some affiliates knew it was Android phones, but I still went to sell it to people that use iOS, iPhones, and the rest. And these people could not use the product and they were complaining day and night. So I started enlightening every affiliate in the group that, hey, this course is for Android phone, please, only for Android phones. And that helped me. So enlighten your affiliates about your product, what it is not. Very, very important. Number 5, help your affiliates sell easier. Now remember in one slide I told you be your first seller. In fact, I said it here, be your first seller, sell the more. Now get to a point where you have to help your affiliates sell. You have to help your affiliates sell. I know many times when I stopped selling, even currently now, I don't actively sell my product. I removed every way to connect with me on my social media handles. I remove connections. You can't chat me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. I blocked all the connections. Now, it's not because I want to run away or run with people's money. No. So because I wanted the only channel for you to get my course to be through affiliates. And that helped me a lot because affiliates were encouraged by that approach, in the sense that they saw a creator that was ready to make them earn as well, and they jumped up to sell my product, and that helped my sales a lot. So help your affiliates sell easier. I know of many cases of people who had this prospect they wanted to sell to, and the buyers followed the backyard and came to my DM and said they want to buy my course, please, 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 and I sold it to them. And at the end, the affiliate comes to your DM and is crying like, sir, this buyer was my buyer. He just said, ask me to give you his number. I give you his number, my number, so that he will ask you some questions for buying the product, and you sold to him. And when I find this out, sometimes I don't know. I hardly know that this prospect is from somebody's affiliate list. So what I did was I just told the affiliate, send the account number, and then I sent them their commissions back. They felt very encouraged to sell my product. They were very happy. So when you help your affiliates sell easier, you are going to get rewarded because they are going to keep on bringing sales. Number 6, reward affiliates. Yes, reward your affiliates. This comes in form of challenges. In fact, today in Nigeria, almost every course creator is doing challenges, going to Dubai, Rwanda, Morocco, Egypt, many places. Reward your affiliates. But when it comes to rewarding affiliates, it's not about the flashiest rewards that are in. No, it's about the doable rewards. Yes, doable rewards. You cannot tell somebody to sell 1,000 of your products in 3 months to take the person to UK. While going to UK is a very, very beautiful experience, but what you are setting is very, very hard to achieve. Very, very hard to achieve. So you have to make reward challenges that are easy to achieve and will not amount to your loss. Some product creators are broke today because of too many challenges. Challenge for selling one product, challenge for selling 10 products, for selling 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 100. Now, they are not bad, but they are going to wreck you because every reward you do is from your own pocket, not the affiliate pocket. Affiliates have gotten the commission for the sale. You are still rewarding them. And when you keep on rewarding and you don't calculate well, you are going to go broke. Even though you are selling 1,000 copies of your products a day, you will go broke because all the money you will pour them back into affiliate challenges. And then continuing our sessions, almost coming to an end. Mistakes you don't have to make. Mistakes you don't have to make. Number 1, be principled. Have your principles. I know I'm not bragging, but there are many people that know my principles online today. Some people say I'm strict, some say I'm proud, some say I'm humble, some say I'm honest, some say I have integrity. You hear many things about me, but I have my principles. Integrity is one of them. Honesty is one of them. Don't lie. Don't lie. And I'll talk about that in the next step. Honest. Be honest. There is nothing as bad as selling dubiously. It's better you lose that sale than to sell dubiously. So be honest. If you cannot provide what you are being asked, don't say you can. If you can, say you can. If you can't, say you can't. Don't give fake promises for your product. No, put realistic promises. Now, in as much as I know that you can actually say people can earn 100k from your product when they apply the knowledge, but people will not even get 1k. It's very possible, but create realistic promises, things that you know are achievable. Don't come and start lying up and down. Don't forge results. No, use real results. I remember what helped my brand grow in Amazon KDUL was my relatable results. People saw me making $3 a day, and of course, there are people that make $100 a day. People make $1,000 a day on Amazon, but I was making $3 a day. Now that helped me to weed off greedy people that saw it as if they want to be making big money and they don't want to learn. Now, greedy people are not after small winnings; they want big winnings. So that's helped me weed them off. And my little rising help people see that this guy is not actually lying. He started from small. So be relatable. Don't forge results. Use results that you have earned. Even though results are big, I'm not saying you should hide them. Show them out, but make sure they are original. Number 3, be wise in money matters. Give back to your business, of course. Give back to your business either by running adverts. Me, I run adverts on my course. Why? Because I'm helping affiliates to sell. I don't want to be running adverts and competing with them in the same audience. So I allow them to sell the product. But I give back to my business by upgrading my course. I've paid for many services. Last time I paid 900k for an upgrade of my course. Outlook, security, email service, and so on. So give back to your business and be wise in money matters. Though this is not a financial advice session, but people will come and tell you, borrow me so money, help me so this and that, 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 this and that. You have to be wise. You have to be wise. You have to be wise. You have to be very, very, very wise. Because if you don't learn how to manage your money, I tell you, you will go broke. If everybody that comes and says, borrow me money, just say, take, I have money, take, I have money, you will go broke. And they will leave you and go and meet the next person that brought them money. So you have to be very, very wise. Very, very wise. Give back to your business, then save your money, invest, spend on yourself too. There's no use getting money and not spending on yourself. Spend on yourself in what matters, and you will do better. Number 4, separate your life and business. I made this mistake and I regret it till tomorrow. Separate your life and your business. I advise you, if you want to become a course creator, get a separate email address, get a separate phone number, get a separate, just separate your life from business. If not, your business is going to eat up your life and you won't have time for your friends, your family, and human beings. I know all in the pursuit of self-development, we tend to sacrifice all these things, but it's not worth it sometimes. Sometimes the journey becomes so lonely. You need somebody to be close to you, to comfort you. And if you have chased everyone away from your life because you are pursuing business, you will not see anybody there. So separate your life and business. Number 5, pay attention to your students and find pain points. Always pay attention. I have 5 admins in my community on Telegram, but I still go to my community time to time and answer questions, and I also read people's complaints. And when I read their complaints, I go back, talk with my admins, work on how we can make those complaints stop coming up. So pay attention to your students and find their pain points. Number 6, get helping hands. Like I said, get helping hands. I have admins. Get people that can help your work. But when you are starting, you can start solo. I started solo. I built my web design. I built my website myself. Did everything myself. Wrote my copies myself. Ran my ads myself when I was starting. But over time, I stopped doing all of that. So when you are starting, you can do all of this. But as you grow, get helping hands. If not, you suffer a lot. Number 7, outsource what you can't do effectively. This happened to me. I knew I couldn't create a beautiful course Outlook. I outsourced it and I paid. So if you have the money, you can pay. If you don't have the money, you can strike a deal. If anywhere you can, but outsource what you can't do effectively. It's better you don't do it than to do it poorly, because poorly will actually affect you. But remember, you can only start small. Now, starting small doesn't mean starting poorly. You can start small and design your course area very okay, very neat, very navigatable, and so on. But outsource what you can do effectively as you grow. And finally, in this session, keep learning. I said this before. Keep learning. Keep learning on your crafts. Keep learning on ways to improve your knowledge. Keep learning on ways to make your students enjoy your course more. Keep learning on ways to make your sales improve. Keep learning. Keep watching videos like this and many other videos you will see. Knowledge is on no man's island. So Like I've said, keep learning, and I'm also telling you, this video, in as much as this video is actually cut from my own life experiences, it's not the only thing that can help you in business. There are many things I might not have known, or maybe if you can say maybe I had luck. Maybe let's say I had luck in business. I don't know. But I've told you all I did and all I do and all I will do if I'm starting all over again, and all you can do to follow my steps. But also learn. Learn outside me, learn outside social media, learn outside books, learn. The more you learn, the more you know you don't know. And with that, I believe we've come to the end of how I made 150 million naira in 11 months selling one digital product. You can see the graph here. April 2022, I started. August, I picked up. February, which is when I'm doing this video, I've gotten to more than 150 million naira. And you can do it too. You can do it too. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more valuable videos like this. Follow me across my social media to get more content delivered to your doorsteps and help you liberate from poverty. Have a nice time. See you in my other videos.